Belfast was a wild show.
Belfast was a very wild show.
In Ireland, there were people just on stage. There were more people on stage at some points than there were on the floor. And they were just stage diving the whole night. It was great. It was like watching an old Sex Pistols show or something, you know. And these kids would get up there and just dive in and get back out and on the stage and dive in. It was great. We had people running all over the place on the stage. It was hilarious.
Some guy came on a stage and did a Michael Jackson split.
Yeah, he did a split and then he did a roll. Remember,
yeah.
He rolled a couple times.
Unbelievable. It's hilarious.
So that's the kind of audience you like?
It's an energetic audience. I mean, concerts have always been a place, at least from where we stand, when we were growing up, it was always somewhere to go to escape whatever was bothering you in your life. And music as a whole, it was an escape for us. And basically, listening to music was what got us through our adolescence. You know, listening to bands like Kiss and Aerosmith and the Pistols and Ramones and Van Halen and Judas Priest. So concerts are the same way. I mean, concert, when you were in high school or whatever, you used to sit there and get your tickets a month in advance, and it's all you talked about leading up to the show was that concert. You know, I can't wait. And then that's all you talked about a month afterwards. And, you know, you're wearing a T-shirt every day until it's literally falling off your body. But that's a concert is like an event, and it's a place to escape from, you know, the whatever might be getting you down in your life. So any audience that can just have fun for a couple hours by seeing Skid Row and get off on it and have that energy and enthusiasm without hurting anybody, it's a great thing.
Are you planning to see Helsinki?
I'll tell you what, last time we were here...
we saw it, but we don't remember
it. All I remember is going to see the Black Crows, pretty much.
Oh, that's right.
Trying to steal a boat.
Right on this river.
We went out. We got in about 9:30 in the morning. We flew here directly from New Jersey, and needless to say, we got pretty hammered on the airplane over. And when we got here, we were like just drunken messes. And so we ended up going to a pub across the street at about 10:30 in the morning, 11 o'clock in the morning, and continued the inebriation period. And then Rachel had the brilliant idea of trying to steal a boat from one of the canals. And of course, me, Scooby-Doo over here.
And then he fell,
I'll do good.
Then he fell down a flight of stairs.
And went to bed and woke up and went to see the Black Crows, did it all over again.
What do you know about Finland?
Well, about Helsinki, there's this lady back home who has this hair formula or something called the Helsinki formula or something. And she says you can grow hair if you're going bald or something like that. That's about my knowledge of Helsinki. Actually, the Winter Games are
wow, check it out. Cool.
Where?
Right out there. How you doing? Hope they don't fall in the water. It's gotta be pretty cold.
I tell you what, it's pretty amazing. You come walking in, you know, we got off the plane just, I don't know, an hour and a half ago or whatever, and you walk into the get to the hotel, and all these people are hanging outside, you know, waiting for you and wanting autographs and stuff. That blows my mind, you know. It's an amazing thing. It's like the ultimate compliment.
You know, you know when you get into this business, you're going to lose some of your privacy, but every now and then you get someone that'll kind of, I don't know, invade your space. You know, I mean, we give ourselves space between each other, and sometimes you'll get someone who just kind of, your door might be ajar because you're waiting for room service or something, and they just might walk in the room, plop themselves down, and decide that they're going to wait for room service with you.
Yeah.
But it's we've never had any big trouble. Sometimes I miss home. Sometimes, you know, but it's something that you definitely have to be aware. If you expect to be in a band that tours a lot, you kind of condition yourself ahead of time, knowing that you're going to be away from home for a long time. Because I mean, we spend probably 2/3 of every year away from home, at least.
At least, sure.
Yeah. And I think it's something you condition yourself for before it even happens.
I'm sorry.
But sometimes it's days off that kill you, because you'll be sitting there and you'll be like, wow, I wonder what my dog's doing right now, you know, or something, or yeah, man, I feel like calling friends or something. And sometimes it hits, but not real hard.
You definitely have to love touring to tour. You know, if you dislike it and you're really attached to being home, then this is not the life for you. It certainly isn't, because there is a lot of time that you do spend by yourself. You know, sometimes you need that as well.
Do you have contacts with your parents and good relations?
Yeah. I just talked to my mom about an hour ago.
Yeah, I talk to. I don't talk to people back home all that much. I try not to call all that much, for the simple fact that it's that conditioning thing again, you know, where if you start, for me, I would start getting like a little homesick or whatever, but, so I don't keep in contact while I'm out on the road. It's kind of like I lead two different lives, you know.
What's the most embarrassing situation you have got yourself into?
Where should we start?
Most embarrassing situation?
The one where I jammed with that band in Cincinnati. I went to the club with my bass tech, Ronzo, and we go, and I saw the guy before they went on. He's like, yeah, get up and do a song with us, all right? I'm like, yeah, cool, no problem. He goes, what songs you know? I go, I don't really know that many other than Skid Row. How about Tush by ZZ Top? And he's like, cool, we'll do that, right? So I figured, you know, I'd sit there for about 15 minutes, and then he'd call me up, and I'd go jam. It was like 3 hours, and I wasn't drinking. We were in a bar. I didn't want to go up and be like all stumbling all over the place. So I'm sitting there and play for like an hour. I'm waiting. I'm like, man. And 2 hours go by, so I was like, oh, I'll have one beer, you know. So I had a couple beers. And then finally, like about 2 o'clock in the morning, they call me up. And just as I'm stepping up onto the stage, the bass player's putting the bass around my neck, and he goes, our singer can't sing Tush by ZZ Top. He'll do Hey Joe by Jimi Hendrix. And he goes, Rachel Bolan from Skid Row. And everyone goes, yeah. And I go, I don't know Hey Joe by Jimi Hendrix. So I got up and I jammed on a song that I never even knew my whole life. And just make matters worse, I fell off the stage.
Why do you have long hair?
I've had long hair since I was about 13 or 14 years old. I've had long hair, and I'm 27 now. It's just something that always appealed to me.
I have really big ears, so I have to cover. I've always had long hair too. No, I can't say that, because when I first started getting into punk, I like shaved my hair down pretty short. But I don't know. I go through phases. You know, next time you see me, I might be bald.
Plus, if I have short hair, my nose is really big. I have a really big beak.
It kind of looks like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. You all have tattoos. What do they stand for?
Tattoos are just personal things, you know. It's like something that should get done for the reasons only for yourself.
Could you show it now?
Oh, well, yeah, it's no big deal. It's just a tat.
It's great. What about you, Raj?
Yeah, I got a bunch up here. There's some in there. Can you see?
Ooh.
I can't. Got all kinds of junk.
I got another one right there.
Yeah, oh, stop! I got a tattoo of a watch. So do you.
Yeah, so do I. I got some tattoo pepperoni right there. What makes us hungry?
Angry.
Angry. I was gonna say lack of food. Well, I guess that'll work too.
That makes Scotty really angry. Hypocrites make me really angry. You know, people that say one thing and do the other, or say, you know, just speak out against something, and they're that person that they're speaking out against. So hypocrisy is probably something that just drives me up a wall the most.
And it shows in your lyrics and your songs too.
Yeah, it definitely comes out. Yeah, because our whole life, you know, all our lives, either together as Skid Row or you know, apart. People personally have always judged me before they've seen me, and right away, oh, he's a drug addict. You know, I don't do drugs. I don't find a need to do drugs, and it's just stuff like that. We never do. I try my best. I mean, you see someone that has blue hair or something, and you might say, oh, nice haircut right off the top of your head, no pun intended. But it's just like, you know, they could be the next president or something, you know what I mean? So you can't judge a book by its cover.
What about the AIDS?
AIDS?
It's a scary thing. It's a real scary thing.
It's the modern day Black Plague, you know.
Yeah.
It's I've said this before. It's something that it knows no race or color or creed or face or person. It's an unbelievable challenge that is I think people across the world are going to have to rise up against. Education is a very important thing. I don't think that people in general are educated enough on it, and I think that has a lot to do with the governments. I don't know, it seems like they try to downplay it for so long, almost covering it up, and you can't do that. It's not something that you can sweep underneath the carpet and it'll be gone the next day, or, you know. People need to be educated and just have to be careful, be smart, you know, because you only got one time around, you know. You really do. You only got one time around, so you got to play your cards safe, you know, and just be smart about whatever you do.